Hello viewers, warm welcome in this YouTube channel CTET 2026 English Pedagogy. India's language in education policy, three language formula attempt to promote mother tongue based multilingualism. What is a short story which has animals as the main characters and teaches an explicit moral code. It is called fable. Dyslexia, reading disorder; dysgraphia, writing disorder. Learning styles: we learn by visual 65% by visually, orally 30%, and kinesthetics 5%. Using usual visual devices and language games to teach English in the principle of the motivation and interest. This is the principle of motivation and interest. Top down processing: focus on the whole, use black background knowledge, hold to smallest part component of the paragraph. Context is key, involve inferencing. Top up process: smallest component to whole. Top up process started from smallest component to whole. Part to whole, focus on details, data driven. Tool of formative assessment: quizzes, polls, observations, discussion, peer assessment. Concept mix: subtractive bilingualism. There is a gradual change or loss of use of the person's native or first language, that is called subtractive bilingualism. Additive bilingualism: when a student's first language continue to develop while learning a second language. This process is different from simultaneous bilingualism. Here language first plus language two. If language first become greater by learning second language, this is called additive bilingualism. Okay, when language first become short by learning second language, such a condition is called subtractive bilingualism. Okay, when the new second language replaces the native language, this is an example of subtractive bilingualism. Code switching: when a speaker reaches on second or other language while speaking, this called code switching. Like dear friends to प्यारे मित्रों to dear friends. So this is called code switching. Code mixing: when mix two languages together is called code mixing, like normal bhasha, English, Hindi. Here we are speaking English and instantly said it's Hindi, normal bhasha. BP Singh, code mixing. Here BP is short English and Singh is Hindi, so we mix code mixing. When monolingual speakers move from formal to informal mode of speech within the some spoken or gestured idea, they are engaging in code switching. Question is: language is found scattered in our environment To what does this statement not apply? Newspaper, we can see language in newspaper, advertisement, signboard, language laboratory. So language laboratory is not available everywhere. You can see newspaper, advertisement, signboard. So D is the correct answer of this question. Written language is more stable, credible than the oral language. Any language can be written in any script. Phonology, speech form, sound. Morphology, meaning form, syntax, word order. Space is the smallest meaningful unit of sound in a language. So this is morphones, phonology. So phonemes is the smallest meaning unit of sound in a language. D is the correct answer. Bala. Full form of Bala is building as learning aids. Building as learning aids. Language is a medium through which one can express idea, thoughts, and feelings. There are three types of language: oral language, written language, sign language. Language family: Indo European family, Hindi, Gujarati, English, etc. come under this family. Dravidian family: Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, etc. Tibet family: language of Eastern India come under Tibet families. Austro Asiatic: language of Jharkhand and Central Asia. Andamanese: these are the language family of characteristics of a language: symbolic and dynamic, structured and rule governed, means of communication, a carrier of civilization and culture, medium of instruction. Language is arbitrary. Question number third. Which of one of the following is not a characteristics of language? Language is symbolic, language is static, language is social, language is systematic. Language is dynamic, not static, so language is static is not correct. Language acquisition. Language that acquired by our environment by playing, eating, dancing is called language acquisition. When language is learnt naturally and without any systematic practice, it is called language acquisition. It refers to the process of learning a native or a second language because of innate capacity of human brain. It is also mean an unconscious process that occurs when language is used in real conversion. Language learning. When a language is learned in a systematic way, it is known as learning. Learning is a learning a language is all inclusive process. Integrated learning is a consensus process and it is more effective when it is done in a meaningful situation or familiar environment. Question number 4. The process of second language acquisition is influenced by language that the learner already know. This influence is interlanguage, language transfer, systematic errors, phonology. So this is called interlanguage. It is called interlanguage. Here difference between acquisition and learning. Similar to child's first language acquisition, formal knowledge of language, picking up of a language, knowing about a language, subconscious, conscious, implicit knowledge, explicit knowledge. Formal teaching does not help, formal teaching helps. Differentiation between language learning and language acquisition is grammar of language, assessment in language, Textbook of language advertisement environment. So the main difference between language and learning and language acquisition is language environment. Okay, stage of language development. Cooking, 6 weeks. A child start language development started in a child. Cooking, 6 weeks cooking. Bubbling, about 6 months. Bubbling. One word stage, around 1 year. One word stage. Two word stage, around 18 months. Telegraphic speech, longer utterance, 2 to 4 year. Long sentences. Question is, Rohit is 7 month old infant. He had started making sounds that combine consonants and vowels. He is communicating using which of the following? Cooking, phonemes, linguistic speech, wobbling. So he is in the stage of wobbling because he is 7 month old only. As for Indian Constitution, Associate Official Language AOL 1963, it is Indian language. Official language is Indian Hindi, according to Article 343 first, and according to Article 343 second, English is Associate Official Language. There are 22 languages included in 8th schedule of Indian Constitution. One Asamiya, second Bengali, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Kashmiri, Konkani, Malayalam, Manipuri, Marathi, Nepali, Uriya, Punjabi, Sanskrit, Sindhi, Tamil, Telugu, Bodo, Santhali, Urdu, Maithili, and Dogri. English is not included in this these 22nd language. Classical language of India are Tamil 2004, Telugu 2008, Sanskrit 2005, Malayalam 2013, Kannada 2008, and Oriya 2014. So there are six classical language of India: Tamil, Telugu, Sanskrit, Malayalam, Kannada, and Oriya. National Curriculum Framework NCF 2005. According to observation, English is second language in a multilingual country like India. English is a global language. Language acquisition require the memorization and use of necessary vocabulary. B. Involves a systematic approach to the analysis and comprehension of grammar, well as to the memorization of vocabulary. Refer to the process of learning a native or second language because of the innate capacity of the human brain is a technique intended to simulate the environment in which children learn their native language. So C is the correct answer. Language acquisition refer to the process of learning a native or second language because of the innate capacity of human brain. Noam Chomsky, humans have an innate or inborn ability to acquire language through language acquisition device, LAD, a language acquisition device. So human can learn different language by his innate ability to acquire language, and this is called language acquisition device, LAD. Question number 8. Which observation support Noam Chomsky about idea about language acquisition? Children's language development follow a similar pattern across culture. This is correct. The stages of language development occurs at about the same age in most children. C. Children acquire language quickly and effortlessly. D, all of these. So these all statements are correct according to Noam Chomsky. Language acquisition stand for learning a language without making any deliberate or conscious effort. Learning a language by taking recourse to one's mother tongue. Learning a language through some specific language methodology. D. Learning a language with a deliberate and conscious effort. So its answer is A. Language acquisition stand for learning a language without making any deliberate or conscious effort. Learning language without any conscious effort. So these are a few notes and questions for English pedagogy, and I hope these are useful for your CTET exam 2026. If you feel important or good these, please like the video and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.